Hockey Zone. It's your boy, the back-to-back MVP, 7-time Blackie Cup champion, and #1 Leafy apologist, You Kill Me, here to welcome you to tonight's RSHL action. On deck for you tonight, we have an exciting matchup featuring the Juggernaut Execution against the feisty underdogs Banditos. EX, the clear cup favorites, are coming off a completely dominant preseason where they went 4-0 with a plus 15 goal differential. This team is full of players who can score, with 4 of them putting up 13 points or more in only 4 preseason games. No surprise from Rage, Banana Squadron, and Blue Goku, but CM Dross has stormed out of the gate as well with 8 goals and gave us an all-time HC highlight with his wraparound short side slapper. Was it a preseason flash in the pan, or will he continue to contribute up front? Keep an eye on him tonight. Banditos, on the other hand, look to be a scrappy defense-first squad, posting a 2-1 record to land in the middle of the preseason pack. The 1-2 punch of Bash brothers David Seaman and APAC allowed the least goals against in the preseason. The addition of Raka will help lighten Abvolt's offensive load, but this team shouldn't have to score a lot to find a W. 2 question marks going into the season. Will Nax have a breakout year and show he can be a top goalie in the league? And who is their last alias player, Procopio? Maybe he's a vet who can push them over the top into super dangerous territory. Only time will tell. Who will come out on top? Will the chemistry and talent of EX be enough to get pucks past the 17 midfield wall? Let's hand it over to tonight's referee for puck drop and find out.
Mm-hmm. All right, Master VIP in the booth, except I'm doing like 4 things right now, so I don't know how long this will last, but we'll see what could happen. So Whitmer lagged out. Gatto hopped right in. Does he stay in for the rest of the period, or does he? Nope, he's back on the bench. Whitmer back in. It's an interesting lineup choice for execution. Cereal and Milk starting on the bench. They go with the double mid of Whitmer and CM Dross. That's a great check by Seaman. He'll have to be doing stuff like that all night for this one to remain close. Seaman and APAC dominating the midfield will be big for them. And execution is going to use quick passing to try to get through. Nice check by Ardos. Read that well. Oh, great try. Whitmer having a little skate. Keeps the play alive. Good job. Banana got lucky. Tank. I saw a Tink. Some Tinkerbell. I can't remember a season where Abvolt's played Warbird for an entire season or even at all, so it should be interesting to see how he does. Much more of a weasel marksman in the past. Syndrome striker. Definition of a syndrome striker. Pretty tough to play Hockey Zone without a Warbird. You can do it, but it's tough, so Abvolt doing whatever is needed for the team. Another powerful tank. Oh, what a strike. Vintage Abvolt right there. Boogeyman, I don't know what he's doing. Boogeyman. Might have been caught between deep yogic breaths there. Beaten on the short side, really from nothing. Boogeyman known to be a big yoga practitioner, and I guess if you catch him between those deep breaths and relaxation techniques, you can score some cheap ones on him. Oh, nice play. It'll be very interesting to see how Nax does this season. The guy has just been RSHL or league in general holdout for some time. Just doesn't like competition, but he has changed his stance and is suiting up for this season. Probably the third best goalie in Hockey Zone, if you ask me, after Edmo, Arcadian, actually fourth best because Moby, and then Nax. That's a consensus list, not up for debate. Not much between these two teams so far other than that syndrome goal. Execution doesn't have much off-ball movement right now. Banana has the puck and literally no one's making any good cuts, just standing still. People are open and Banana should not be dying with the puck, but still, not great movement.
We share the same spirit of adventure. There's only one family and one community fighting guys.
And Seaman is a great checker, great midfielder, but the guy does not see the pitch.
$2,495 down.
Great hustle, Abvolt. Prowess, but right there, that's a big play. If he doesn't hustle, that's a goal. Seaman dispossessed already for the double digit time this period. A nice little one-timer pass by CM draws. Good defense, though, from the Banditos. That's just not a good pass and a turnover. Do we have a scoring chance? No. And worth a try, Abvolt. You just scored one before. Got to get pucks on net. Seaman is all over Banana in the early going. If only he could open his eyes. Good pass to Abvolt, showing some good trust. Siemdros is probably on the best run of form of his career in scrimmage and his last preseason game. We'll see if he can keep it up. A nice check right there on Ardos. Ardos had a couple of passing options but didn't really have a plan when he went into traffic. Go Habs go. He Habs ski. Great idea. Just missed the pass. You know, if you miss a pass trying to do the right thing, trying to make the right play, no problem. It happens. Can Rage get loose in transition? That's how he makes his living. Good back check. Like right there, Seaman just has to drop it back to APAC and he avoids the turnover and avoids this transition opportunity. But he's not thinking fast, doesn't see it, and he dies with the puck for like the 10th time this period. Not what you want. Good job, Big E, escaping traffic there. Nice sensible play by Abvolt. Gets it back. Good check from CM Dross. Nice APAC. Good movement. Great. This is good right here. Stopped by the Triple Terrier defense. Volt another defensive stop, and he's off in transition. Ooh, it did vintage image check right there. And a shit pass from Banana. Great footwork by Seaman.
Last minute of play in the period.
Children's charities.
It's our scrubman ref Beamer. I wonder if Beamer will play Wang Chung or Love Shack at the intermission, or possibly Bong 42. We'll see what can happen. Do they get one more chance before the intermission here? Some good movement. They got time. Don't have to do something stupid. Now they do. I wonder if they're aware of the clock. Oh, nice play. Good effort. I don't think this is a result after one period that many people would have predicted, but the Banditos are showing they can be a tough defensive team with Ardos and the Jab, Seaman and APAC fingering all over the pitch, and Abbolt has been a hero so far with Big Three and Nax, the great coder duo holding it down at the back. I'm going to get in another set, single arm, single leg, bent over dumbbell row with a 100-pound dumbbell, and then come back to continue. Have returned. Got CNM in the jab, Gatto on the bench. Will he get in the third? We'll see what could happen. Bandito's going with the same line. I believe Dark Outlaw is Clone Man, and he will not see the pitch in this RSHL match. Has to rest up for the Beer League semifinals. Volt again with the steal. He should reset this. That is god awful. but worth a try because Boogeyman gives it right back. Imagine. I missed that, but it looked like Banana Squadron just walked to the side of the net and shot it directly into the corner while Nax was picking his asshole. And it's clean. As a keeper, that sucks, but you just got to shake it off. 1-1 ball game. Not only does that suck as a keeper, but for the team because that was pretty good defense right there. Not much you can do if the goalie allows a play like that. We chalk that one up to first game nerves. And let's see how they respond from this. Great steal by Advolt. Another questionable play by Banana Squadron. Seaman misses a wide open Ardos, cutting to the net. Oh, nice play right there. Rage just drifted too far behind the net. It was a good pass, though, and he scored. A very, very bad turnover leading to a goal right there. So that's just bad. That's just another error on the keeper. So Banditos has allowed 2 goals, but as their team defense really hasn't made one mistake at all this entire game. There's just nothing you can do about those. Nice play by Big E right there. Starts the break. Will they capitalize? That's just unacceptable. Puck's got to go back to Advolt there probably, and then the Big Three should let APAC and Advolt make the decision. Like, it just doesn't make any sense what Seaman is doing there. He gets out of it with the ball kill, but Artos was open for, like, decades there. Many players open in the middle, and he just rams it up the sideboards. It's great to use the width and use the whole pitch to get the puck up the ice, but then you've got to get it back to the middle at some point. And he had many teammates open. Apologize again, I'm doing 4 things at once here. Oh, nice. APAC possibly might have had a goal if Advolt gave it back, but possibly not. Advolt almost had that. Banana. That's a grade A chance right there. Probably should have scored. Great job, Seaman. Got teammates open. We'll just ball kill. Might have had a goal there if APAC hit the pass back to him. Getting good chances, the Banditos are. Insane. That's a great play right there. That's all pretty much all CM draws by putting himself in a great position in space, and then Image makes the cut, and CM draws delivers the perfect pass. Can we get a replay? See a nice little touchback to Banana, who is the Weasel, the playmaker. So you want to get those guys the puck, you want to feed them after he makes that drop pass, gets into a great space. Beautiful pass back to Image for the goal. Will Banditos suffer a little meltdown because the first two goals they allowed, not the team's fault at all, really, nothing they could do. But since then, they've started to give up a few more chances. Execution, although Creasers shit kicked them in the past, but they did beat us the last time when Edmo rage quit. Execution is a tough team to play against. You need to be disciplined the whole time. And if you are, you will have a great chance to win. Great check by Seaman. That's what he does. But if you aren't disciplined on defense against Execution, they have the players and the ships to make you pay. Nice back check finger by Rage. Leg. Thank God he made that check. I missed that one, but it seems like CM draws just one time and one in top corner. Assist the cereal and milk. Looks like the Banditos may be melting down after all. You got to play 3 periods in the RSHL, or else you will be a loser. I mean, Blue Goku is a big fan of Sandstorm. That would have been an acceptable choice for a team song. I don't know how you go with Creed. Do you think it's funny? Because maybe you do, but it's definitely not good. Another goal from Image, and this one, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel as an announcer. 5-1. I've got stuff to do. The Habs are in overtime. I tried, but I am out. Okay, Banditos, I wish for you to come back and make a game of it, but I can't watch this anymore. Execution, great job. Before I go, I will say, Banditos, do not let one game of Syndrome define your season, because before you allowed those 2 goals that really you couldn't have done anything about. You guys were right in this game. In fact, you were probably the better team.
Last minute of play in the period.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt. I just got on stage, dripping, pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof. I asked her her name, she said blah, blah, blah. She had 9, 10 pants and a very big bra. I took a couple of flicks and she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Because when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said, no, I don't. I only have a friend. Come on. I'm not even going for it. It's what I'm going to sing. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. So I took blah blah's word for it. At this time, I thought just having a friend couldn't be no crime. Cause I have friends, and that's a fact. Like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack. Forget about that, let's go into the story about a girl named blah 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 that adore me. So we started talking, getting familiar, spending a lot of time so we can build a relationship or some understanding how it's gonna be in the future we was planning. Everything sounded so dandy and sweet. I had no idea I was in for a treat. After this was established, everything was cool. The tour was over and she went back to school. I called every day to see how she was doing. Every time that I called her.
minute of play in the period.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt. I just got on stage dripping, pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in the air, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof. I asked her name, she said blah, blah, blah. She had 9, 10 pants and a very big bra. I took a couple of flicks and she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Then when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said, no, I don't. I only have a friend. Come on. I'm not even going for it. That's what I'm going to sing. You got what I need. But you say he just a friend. And you say he just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he just a friend. And you say he just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he just a friend. So I took Robert's word for it. At this time, I thought just having a friend couldn't be no crime. Cause I have friends, and that's a fact. Like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack. Forget about that, let's go into the story. About a girl named blah 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 that adore me. So we started talking, getting familiar. Spending a lot of time so we could build a relationship. Or some understanding how it's gonna be in the future we was planning. Everything sounded so dandy and sweet. I had no